This is Unexplained YouTube.
I mean, that almost sounds like laughter. I think that was a gunshot.
Hi, Kendall.
Hi, Max.
Hear that?
Yeah, I do.
Do you hear that?
Stank.
Stank, stay put. I don't know what we're hearing here.
That's creepy is what we're hearing here. This is...
It is.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite videos. I really like this. Because I think this dude, this guy, is actually experiencing this.
Yeah?
I do not think that this is a fabrication of the trick of the light or mind or sound.
All right.
I think he's hearing something in the brush on yonder.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't know the guy. I said this to you. I don't know the guy, but just looking at his face, it's like, I want to shake his hand and say, I trust you.
Okay.
And I'm inclined to believe that he would know what sounds in place and out of place in this area.
Yeah, I mean, just all things aside, the fact that where he lives is either inside the forest or right up against it because there's a road and then just tree line.
Yeah.
Thick tree line. So, all things considered, you know, he should know. You're right. He should know what kind of sounds normal and what doesn't.
He even mentioned, you know, we've had coyote and foxes and all that, and this sounds a little bit different.
Right.
So we noted that, and we went on looking for things. I think you looked up a hyena.
Yeah, you know, I thought, well, let's just go with the one animal I know that laughs, and hyena, which is an entirely different laugh. It almost has like an ape kind of sound to it.
It's much more gruntier.
Yeah.
It's like, and then I looked up, well, coyote. Do coyotes laugh is exactly what I searched, and I got a video of a guy baiting them or feeding them or something, causing a frenzy, and he's recording their yips and laughs and all that. And the timbre, it's similar, but it's not this.
Yeah, and the thing is about coyotes is more often than not you'll find them in small packs. It's very unusual to have one all by itself, and you know, they can make some really weird noises, but then most of the time that noise is followed by a howl of some sort because they're trying to communicate with the rest of the group. You know, like, hey, I need help. Hey, I'm trying to, you know, go here. Where are you guys at? Is a very common coyote noise that you'll hear. Is they're just trying to say, you know, where are you? Oh, I'm over here. And then they go over there.
You think possibly we were hearing an injured one?
It's possible. I've never heard an injured coyote before.
Or maybe like a sick one, rabies, or I don't know.
Sick one. I saw some people commenting maybe it was like a wolf-coyote hybrid.
Does that happen?
I don't know if that happens or not.
I'm sure it could.
Wolves are bigger than coyotes, and they're much more aggressive. I would just assume the wolf would kill the coyote before it decided, hey, I want a piece of some of that.
I want to mount you.
But, I mean, weirder things have happened before. I recently saw a picture of a mountain lion that had a second jaw growing out the back of its head. So
that's right, I saw that too.
Yeah, so I mean, nature's really weird, guys. That being said, though, going along the coyote theory, so this is reportedly taken place in Oregon. Oregon does allow night hunting for certain things, including coyotes, and Oregon does allow the use of electronic calling devices. So you can have, basically a stereo that plays different kinds of sounds to try to bait in whatever you're trying to hunt. In this case, we're thinking coyote. Now, again, I'm not sure what sounds they could have used on the call to try to bait something like that in.
Maybe the Joker? I don't know. It's a really weird sound.
It is such a weird sound.
Yeah.
And another thing that makes me think maybe it was hunting is towards the end of the video, there's a couple shots, and then you hear this thing kind of react to like the third or fourth shot. And then it goes quiet, which is really, really ominous. Mm-hmm. And another interesting thing is, about that time is when you start hearing dogs bark way off in the distance. So, again, that's really weird. You would think the dogs would hear this thing and be like, WTF, and barking and, being dogs.
Yeah, right.
Because I know in my neighborhood, whenever the coyotes would howl, the dogs would just go nuts and try to make noise and stuff. So it's weird that we don't have any dog reactions until the shots are fired.
Now, do you think the dogs maybe are reacting to the shot and not the thing?
That's entirely possible. Shots sound fairly close, too.
Yeah, it did. It sounded like it was right behind those trees.
That's the thing, though. Could there be, a home over there?
It could be, yeah.
Possibly somebody, got tired of the noise and was like, all right, whatever you are, I'm sending you back to hell.
Maybe the thing, whatever it was up against his sliding glass door.
Whoa! No.
And he shot it right through the window.
Jesus. Well, no, because remember, there's a couple shots, and then you hear it make.
Okay,
like
here's
really
what
bad
happened
noise.
then. Here's what happened then.
Uh-huh.
He shot the first time and he missed, and it came in the house, and he shot again. It ran out, and he shot it as it was running out.
Oh my God! Why would it come into the house?
Because it wants the goods. It smells the bacon grease that they didn't throw out the night before.
This is what happens when you don't take
tidy
care.
up, guys.
Yep. Tidy up. Yep. Or else the mysterious cackling monster from the Oregon woods will grab at your babies. You don't want that, do you?
Nope. Get your blessed shaman rocks.
Only $9.95, but wait, there's more. If you order now directly from our website, we'll throw in a free spiritual guide stick. That's right. This stick will lead you onto the straight and narrow, or, possibly in the middle of nowhere.
Or you can shoot it.
Results may vary. Or you could just shoot it.
Like this guy we heard did. It's a weird video, man.
And I don't think they had a direct confrontation with whatever it was, because it wasn't consecutive, like sporadic shots, like somebody just panic firing. Oh God, what is that? Boom, 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 boom. It was, okay, I think it's over here, take a shot. It almost seems like kind of just like pot shots into, because that's what the guy says, somebody's just shooting in the forest. It almost seems like pot shots. And then they realize, oh, that's what's making the noise, and then they shoot it.
It's just creepy.
It is really creepy, yeah.
Because you think about it, like, they start shooting, and it goes quiet because it knows that they're shooting.
Right, yeah.
And then they hit it, and it yelps. Oh, ooh, creepy, man. Creepy.
And I'm almost thinking it's one of those things where, you just, what happens, and the little community stays in the little community. Because you always hear about those weird stories where, so-and-so was on their back porch and they saw a weird light in the sky.
Yeah.
And
yeah, those stories come from somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, and maybe we just heard one happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be. I wanted to talk about something he says near the end of the video. He says, "Oh, my buddy's making a Bigfoot documentary. He'll love this," or something like that. And I think that's why this video is labeled as a Bigfoot video. I don't think he actually meant that as a serious thing.
I don't think so either.
I think he's just, okay, I heard something really weird. I'm going to say it's Bigfoot for a laugh. And because of that, they're calling it a Bigfoot in Oregon. And I don't. When I hear this, I don't think Bigfoot at all.
I think he was having basically the same kind of reaction that I do whenever I hear something weird or see something weird. I just go, huh, I bet the guys on Unexplained YouTube would love to see that.
Sure.
Because it's like I don't care if I see anything paranormal or not, but I know some people, that's what they live for. They just want that little bit of experience, And I think that's what that guy was basically saying, because his buddy's making a documentary. How cool would it be to put in your documentary, I heard weird noises in the forest at night? Mm-hmm. And it's happening to this guy. He's just like, huh, that's kind of cool.
He'd love that,
Yeah, I don't think he meant this to be a Bigfoot thing. I think you're right, Max. He heard something weird and he decided to record it. And I like that because normally whenever a video, and I talk about this a lot, whenever a video starts and right off the bat, somebody just has a camera in the middle of nowhere and is filming this fantastic encounter with some, thing, I'm always skeptical of that. But this guy says this has been going on for 15 minutes. You know what? After 15 minutes, I'd get the camera too.
Sure.
I'd be like, okay, well, this isn't going away. I'm going to grab the camera and, what the hell is this? And try to get some answers. Yeah. And I like how it seems kind of genuine.
It seems way genuine.
Yeah. And again, to kind of further Max's little theory along about the Bigfoot thing, we've seen it many times where a video gets taken out of context and re-uploaded, and then all of a sudden it just gets this bandwagon effect where it just snowballs out of control. This guy could have originally posted this video as just like, heard something weird in the woods, and all of a sudden somebody put the Bigfoot tag on it, and off it goes into infamy on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true. Let's talk about the guy himself. I think the way he's reacting to it, he's staying real quiet, you know? He's basically whispering to the camera. Because I don't think he wants himself to be known, I think he's a little bit shaken. I don't think he wants whatever is happening out there to hear him. So he's being real quiet, and it's not just for the sake of the camera so you can hear it, but I think we're seeing a little bit of genuine fear.
I don't even know if it's so much fear. It's like, it's not so much a respect thing. It's just you don't want to be
part of that.
Part of that, yeah. When you're in public and somebody starts fighting with somebody, or they're making a scene and they're getting loud, you notice you just kind of get quiet and timid all of a sudden. You just, you're watching, but you don't want to like get noticed and become part of the whatever's going on. You just kind of want to, be over here.
Yeah. I feel like he's doing that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's so much fear. It's just like, I don't want to disturb what's ever going on. I just want to let it play out.
I think that when we see a lot of these videos where people are hearing howls or something like that, that's not the case. They're like, well, and they're they're real assertive and they're real like, this is what's, I don't know. It's just this is like completely different than all that. Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Now I have seen videos of people, out in the woods, and are like, well, that's a coyote. It sounds spooky. And they
yes, it does.
They have like the distinct voice, where there is that kind of infliction of fear in their voice, and you can hear it that they're like kind of uneasy about this. This guy just seems more like confused, I guess would be the term I would use. Like just kind of like he's genuinely doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he I don't think he knows what's going on. And like you said, if this had been like you said, had been happening recently, a lot of strange things, I think, quote unquote. If you're starting to hear something like this fairly regularly, it makes sense that you grab the camera one night when it was especially prominent, and then walk out there and be kind of quiet.
Yeah, especially if it had already been going on for about 15 minutes, like. At that point, I would have done the same thing. I would have grabbed my iPhone or whatever and been like, all right, well, let's go have an adventure.
Yep.
And about as far as I got would have been my front yard, which is where he's
just
standing.
As far as he got, yeah.
So, I mean, that right there is very plausible to me. A lot more than you dude on the side of a cliff catches image of Yeti. Like, what are you doing, dude? What? You just happen to bring this camera and a tripod on your, backpacking adventure where
Oh yes, and work out a deal with them.
Yeah.
Or whatever he did,
And you just happen to have that all set up, pointing at the right direction at the right time. It's just like, what are you doing, man?
Does it sound like a coyote? It does, but it doesn't. Like, it's the same voice, but it's not the same words in a way. I can't, it's not the same phrasing as a coyote.
Again, I don't know enough about injured coyotes.
Yeah.
To say it's not just an injured coyote.
Me neither. Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is, and I'm definitely not going to just throw the whole it's a Bigfoot thing out there. I don't really consider it to be evidence of Bigfoot, but it's definitely something, and it's very, very creepy.
Super creepy. I can't imagine hearing this, out in the woods. It's you're by your house. I think that's even worse in a way because this thing's by your home.
Right.
And hearing noises like this, and somebody's obviously shooting at it, which could mean a few things. I think that makes it both feel a little bit better and a little bit scarier at the same time, because whatever it is has warranted itself to be shot at.
Right.
Yeah, so it could kind of go either way. I know I wouldn't want to hear this.
No.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Although, being close to a house, I mean that just happens though. When you build out in that area, animals aren't just gonna not be there.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you look at coyotes, they don't care. They're a scavenger, so they'll go right up to a house.
Yeah, they're pretty curious.
Because they know there's garbage, there is house pets, so smaller dogs and especially cats and things. So they know there's food there. So that's not unusual to, have coyotes that close to a place, especially a place where all they have to do is cross a road, and then they're back in the forest.
So, is it unexplained YouTube? Yes.
Yes.
Because we don't know what happened behind the tree line there.
And obviously, if we don't know, then nobody knows. We are the only authority on this topic.
Besides the sumbitch that got it.
Yeah, I want to hear that guy's story.
Yeah, where's that guy?
Yeah,
Jesus.
they probably came and took his family.
Yeah, they probably did. So anyway, guys, that's been... how do I say Bigfoot? That's what the video is called. Sounds in Oregon, I guess. Screaming, laughing guy in Oregon.
Night screams, night
Night
terrors,
night laugh.
night calls.
Getting shot while laughing in Oregon.
I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel.
It's a good song.
PGA, right, pretty good
art. We'll see you next time on the Max and Kendall Show.
Oh! Ba-da-ba!